Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is you're watching this video. Thank you and welcome back to the Just Burning It Down Smothers channel. Okay guys, today I just want to give you a quick look at some of the folders that I own. You guys already saw my Kershaw folder with the gut hook, so I'm not going to pull that out today. And give you a quick look at a little tool that I have that I quite enjoy. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, first up we got the skeleton knife. I like this knife just because of the skeleton on it, and it's got a nice pommel right there. Nice, I call it a head knocker, but of course we all know it's for breaking glass. But imagine this in your hands smashing a guy if you needed to get out of a tight situation. Very, very convincing to get him to let you go. This thing flips out pretty good. It is a cheap blade. It's made out of 440 stainless china. It has a pretty sharp edge on it. I can get it to shave hair, but not for long, just because it's a nice cheap knife. Now, next up we have my M-Tech. I love this thing. It's got a nice thick spine right here. It's got some jimping here, jimping on the lock. Got a nice pommel with a lanyard hole. Feels pretty good in the hand. This one I can get pretty sharp. Now it's a 440 steel. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. 440 steel, USA design, handcrafted in China. This has been a pretty good knife. It's kind of heavy on my pants though, so I don't carry it as much as I used to, but I used to carry it a lot. As you guys can see, a lot of the camo coloring is worn off. But all in all, for 10 bucks, that's a good knife. This is the very first M-Tech I ever bought. This knife cost me $5, brand new in the package. Of course, it's made out of 440 steel, USA design, handcrafted in China. It's made out of aircraft aluminum. It is extremely light, and I love this knife. This one holds an edge better than this one and this one. So I like this knife. It's good in a tight. My next M-Tech, and you guys have seen this one, I keep this one in my EDC bag. They all have pocket clips. Of course, with the M-Tech, that's one of the problems right there. Your pocket clip gets loose. And early on, before I knew what I was doing with M-Techs, I would lose screws out of them and have to replace them, or the screws are always getting loose. So now the first thing I do when I buy an M-Tech is pop out all the screws and put a little Loctite on it. Nice knife. I wouldn't depend on it to, to batoning with it or anything like that, but you can carve with it, shave, make feather sticks, but you'll have to sharpen it often. That moves us on to my Baby Gerber. I love my Baby Gerber, guys. I mean, a lot of people say size matters, but any knife with a good edge on it will pretty much do some chores for you. It's got this nice well, I don't know if that's skeletonized. I don't know what they call this, but the lock right there just slides over, and it's a nice little knife to have. I don't even know where I got this one. I think someone gave it to me, or I actually found it laying in a parking lot one day. Picked it up, brought it home, and it's been with me ever since. I use it to open mail. That moves us on to my Baby Kershaw. Now my Baby Kershaw has lost its tip, so at some point I'm going to reprofile this thing and just put a new tip on it, new point. But it's got a nice little small hole. I mean, you can put something small through there and make you a lanyard. And you can see I've gotten a lot of use out of it. It's all scratched up, but it's very lightweight and a good little knife. You guys know how I feel. I like Kershaw. So there's my Baby Kershaw. Now, fast forward a little bit, and that moves us on to the little tool that I have up here on the table. the CRKT Getaway Driver. Guys, I bought this thing off the Snap-on truck a couple years ago because this is a must-have tool if you're going to own M-Tex or just about any knife that has screws in it. It comes with 4 bits, okay? But I am missing the bit. My wife lost the bit that actually fits most of the screws on my M-Tex knives, but you've got a nice little bit driver here that pops out. You could also use that as a wrench. You've got 2 wrenches here, I believe 1/4 inch and I don't think that may be 5/16. You got a bottle opener here and a little flashlight. So if you're gonna have M-Tex or knives with screws that are cheaper or on the lower end, get you a CRKT Getaway Driver. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be safe, God bless, and that's a wrap.